Hi there. When I used to apply for jobs, I would always have such a hard time with my resume because I just I felt like nothing felt truly accurate. Like you're supposed to keep your resume at one page for most professions, and your cover letter needs to be like succinct and only like a couple paragraphs, and you're you're supposed to just high level gear it specifically towards the job posting. And I I just feel like resumes are crap at accurately portraying a person or their capabilities. Like I can boast about some random numbers, but you don't actually know how my brain works. You don't know if I'm going to show up every day. You don't know that you don't actually know. And I understand that, like, that's part of the problem with hiring is you don't know, so you are quick, or you're take a long time to hire and then you're quick to fire, right? And I I had such a hard time when I was applying for jobs because of this. Like I had certain versions of my resume that were more geared towards, specific job postings, like whether it mentioned blank or it didn't. And I had this plan, like, for when I wanted to become a product manager, that I got a job as a business analyst, and I knew I wanted to move to New York at this time. I still lived in Michigan, and I was supposed to go to a conference in May of 2020 here in New York to network in person, because I was like, I know that if I were to just send in my applications, it feels like I'm just sending it into the abyss with like a thousand other applicants, and now I need to prove myself on paper, and that feels so difficult to do. But then proving myself in person, most people that meet me are they tend to be impressed with me or have a positive opinion of me. Like, basically my goal when I meet a person is I at the very least want to leave them the same as when they met me, if not better. And I really wanted to do that route when it came to the networking in person, because I just felt like that would give me the best option or the best shot at getting the type of job that I wanted. And I was really heartbroken when obviously like the pandemic happened, and um and I and it didn't end up working out. But thankfully it did end up working out with the next job that I did eventually apply for. When you watched me freak out there is because a kid that was walking by with his mom, like he started almost pushing over the tripod. So anyways, um yeah, I that's why even when it comes to like these videos, this feels like my in-person interview. This feels like if you are considering hiring me, you should watch these videos, because this is literally what having a session with me would look like, except I will not be outside because it is winter. And again, I just had a kid almost push over my phone, so I just feel like that's probably not the best place to take meetings. But this is exactly what having a conversation with me would look like. When I did get my product manager position, I was so set on making sure that I was myself in the interview, where it was just a phone call interview. Like, technically, it was a phone call via Teams meeting, so it could have turned into a video interview. So I was like sitting there ready in case he was like, cameras on. Um, and the very first question that he asked me was basically like, so why are you leaving your current position? Like, why are we sitting here talking right now? And then I was like, well, do you want the short answer or the long answer? And then he like chuckled and he was like, well, whichever one you want to give me. And I was like, I'll give you the long answer because I feel like that tells you more about me as a candidate. And like that is the energy that I went into my interview with. And so like a 30-minute phone call, and like I missed the call the next day from HR offering me the job. So like, just I know who I am. Like, I know what I bring to the table when I'm actually at the table. It's just getting to said table is the part that can be more difficult. But that's also why, like I mentioned in another video, I'm alligator hunting. Don't know why that phrase is struggling to come out, but I'm hanging those hooks from trees all up and down the swamp, aka I guess the swamp this time is YouTube, and one of them one of them's gonna hook something, and it's just like really exciting to think about because I'm not worried about when people do reach out to me. I initially was worried, like of course when you first start posting online and you're like, oh my god, who am I? And you write a script, and even though you write the script yourself and you write it in your own voice, you're still like, but am I being me? And then now there is no script. Like, yes, there is technically a journal entry, but like I used to do front and back pages, but then I realized I could not do that and still I realized I could not do a front and back and still like accurately use it to remotely reference. So now I just do like a one pager. And it just makes me excited. I already love the people that I have been meeting that have like found my videos, and I'm excited for when I have all these extra hooks in the water to see all of the other people that I get to meet and all of the other opportunities that are going to arise from it, because there are plenty of opportunities that have come up that I did not expect because I started posting on YouTube, and who knows what else is about to happen, especially since I am making my face the thing, not just New York content the thing. Before, the opportunities that would come would be more specific to real estate. Now, the opportunities that'll come are more geared towards me as a person, which is all just super exciting. And since I like to end all of my videos by going down the question rabbit hole and asking you something, so what version of yourself are you currently showing up as? Like, are you showing up as yourself, or are you showing up as an abridged version of yourself? Because as I'm recording this, I'm very proud that I'm showing up as myself, despite the fact that so many people are walking by. Because I am working on that skill and being more myself, even in public, and you should too. And yeah, hopefully, you'll get what you want. We all will. Just got to keep moving forward. And I hope you have a great day.